Good morning, Reformation Lutheran Church and School. This is Miss Jen reporting from the RLCS newsroom. We have breaking news of wild and wonderful animals from the desert. The first animal in our studio today is this one. Can you see what it is? It's pretty small. It is a desert tortoise. And here's a close-up of our friend the desert tortoise. Desert tortoises have large, brown, rounded shells which can be as long as 15 inches. Young desert tortoises are light tan colored, while adults are dark brown colored. The desert tortoise can weigh as much as 15 pounds. They live to be up to 50 years old. The desert tortoise lay eggs, about 4 to 6 at a time, and they're shaped like ping pong balls. They rely on the sun to help them warm up. Desert tortoises spend most of their time in their burrow. They dig burrows in the ground that are half-moon shaped. That means half a circle. They have long claws that help them dig. Their burrows are deeper in winter, almost as deep as 6 feet deep into the ground, and in the summer, their burrows will be more shallow. Their long claws also help them dig grooves into the surface of the earth to catch rainwater. After a storm, they'll go back to those grooves to drink the water that has been collected. After they drink the water, they can go a year without drinking fresh water again. There can be 25 tortoises in one burrow, but they are usually not with other tortoises. Sometimes they'll share their burrows with other animals like rattlesnakes, burrowing owls, wood rats, and squirrels. When two male tortoises fight, they'll use the horns on their chest to try to flip the other over. The one that loses is the one that's flipped over on its back. That tortoise will then turn itself over by wiggling its body back and forth until it's back to being upright. The desert tortoise likes to eat cacti, that's cactuses, grass, and sometimes insects. Thanks for stopping by, tortoise. It was great to hear all about you, and I know you're dying to get back into your burrow. Ooh, we have another guest in our studio. What is it? It's this. Can you tell what it is? Trying to move my finger out of the way. It is a lizard. Here's our lizard. It is one of the brightest colored lizards in the world. It's called a collared lizard. Male collared lizards have a yellow colored head and a blue colored body. The females are mostly found to be grayish brown in color, but are slightly smaller than the males. Both male and female members of the species sport black bands on their neck. An average adult collared lizard may grow to a maximum length of 15 inches. This includes the length of their tail too. Unlike most of the other lizards, collared lizards are not capable of regenerating their tail. That means if something happens to their tail, it doesn't grow back. The body of this lizard is covered with small scales. The female will lay anywhere from 1 to 13 eggs in the early summer. The parents do not care for the babies when they emerge from their egg. The hatchlings are on their own. The average lifespan of a collared lizard is between 5 and 8 years. Collared lizards are fast-moving animals that can run at a maximum speed of 16 miles an hour. One of the interesting facts about them is that they can run fast on their hind legs. They are good jumpers because of their strong hind legs. These lizards are also found to wag their tails, as cats do. This is mainly done as they wait to catch their prey. The diet of a collared lizard includes insects like crickets and grasshoppers and worms, but they are also found to feed on fruits and vegetables. It is said that they are mainly carnivorous, meaning mainly meat eaters, as more than 75% of their diet consists of insects and worms. They also feed on other lizards, including members of their own species. While many reptiles are nocturnal, collared lizards are diurnal. That means they're awake during the day and asleep at night. They spend much of their mid-mornings basking atop large rocks or boulders to keep warm. Collared lizards hibernate during the cold, late fall and winter months as they are not able to produce their own body heat. These lizards do not produce any sounds, so even if you tried to hear them, you wouldn't be able to. They are unable to produce venom, but they have small, sharp teeth which can harm your skin and is painful if they bite you. So if you see any of these lizards, let's leave them alone. Thanks for visiting us. It was great learning about you, but I think I'm going to keep my distance so you don't have a chance to bite me. Okay? Oh, we have another guest in the studio. Here's our next guest. Ooh. Can you guess what creature this is? It's a coyote. And here is our coyote. Coyotes look like a wolf, but they are part of the canine family, so they're more like a dog. They have narrow pointed snouts, and they're grayish brown to yellowish gray fur and reddish brown forelegs. Males weigh an average of 17 to 44 pounds, while females are 15 to 40 pounds. The average lifespan of a coyote is around 10 to 14 years. The coyote is a good runner. It can run 40 miles an hour and jump over 13 feet. Coyotes have a wide variety of vocalization in order to communicate with one another. An adult coyote may have 11 different types of vocalizations. So that's 11 different types of sounds. They have an amazing sense of smell, sight, and hearing. It helps them to get the food and save their lives from other predators. A coyote can detect hunters coming from a mile away and more. Urban coyotes usually hunt in the night because they don't like being in front of humans. Besides that, in the wild, coyotes can hunt anytime because of less human interference. Coyotes hunt alone and in packs. It totally depends upon the size of the prey. A coyote can only kill small and medium-sized animals while alone. On the other hand, big prey requires more coyotes or packs. Urban coyotes usually hunt in the night because they don't like being... read that already. The diet of the coyote primarily contains of animal meat, rabbit, deer, rodent, reptiles, amphibians, fish, and birds. Coyotes are omnivorous. That means they eat plants and meat. They will eat anything that is available easily. They may eat berries, fallen fruit, and vegetables. They are very smart animals. They make their dens in a rocky area and also live in the den of some other animals. If a coyote feels that there is some predator or some danger, they'll start walking on their toes so slowly without making a sound. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad we were able to see you. I know you don't like being here, so we won't mind if you disappear, okay? We have one last guest in the studio, and here's our last guest. Do you know what it is? Well, it goes by many different names. This is a cougar. It's also called a mountain lion, puma, catamount, red tiger, or deer tiger. They can be about 9 feet long and can live up to 20 years old. They have 1 to 6 kittens, those are their babies, at a time. When the babies are born, their eyes are closed. They will open their eyes 14 days, that's about 2 weeks later, and their eyes are baby blue. At 16 months old, their eyes will change colors to a greenish yellow. When the kittens are born, they're born with spots, but those spots usually disappear when they are 9 months old. They live alone when they're not raising their babies. They make their dens in rocky ledges, dense thickets, and under uprooted trees. They have a poor, that means weak, sense of smell, but excellent vision and hearing. They are carnivores. That means they like to eat meat. They will hunt from sunset to sunrise. They like to eat deer, but will also eat porcupines, raccoons, birds, small mammals, foxes, mice, and grass. After it is done eating, it will cover its food with leaves and sticks to save it for another day. They can run up to 50 miles an hour and jump from a seated position 18 feet into the air. They can also leap forward up to 40 feet. They don't roar like a lion, but make calls like a human scream. And those are mainly produced by the females in an attempt to attract the males. Wow, I'm so glad we got to learn all about you, but I think it's time for you to go hunt and take care of your babies, so we'll see you later. Well, that's all from this segment. This is Miss Jen reporting from the RLCS newsroom. May God bless you and your family.